This week's episode is brought to you by Pawnee Public Forum, a Parks and Recreation podcast, which is actually pretty funny because Jordan over there refused to watch Parks and Rec until recently. I finally convinced Jordan to watch it after I convinced him to watch The Office, and he fell in love.
I thought it was going to be just a show about parks and government and stupid. Turned out to be so much more than that. Beautiful show, great writing, loved it.
Yeah, so if you want more Parks and Rec action, go check out Pawnee Public Forum, a Parks and Recreation podcast on iTunes today. Their website is going to be in the description below.
On this week's episode, we talk about CD Projekt Red. Enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 98 of One Up Me, where we one up all your news. My name is Ryan Smith, and as always, I'm joined by Jordan Sims. What's going on with you today?
Nothing much. 80% packed for this move we're going to be doing this upcoming weekend, so that's a lot of stress gone, which I'm happy about.
I should probably start packing.
Yes, you probably should, but we'll get there. It should be a pretty simple move.
Yeah, but it's always annoying to move.
It is always annoying.
It's always more stuff than you think there is. And, it's hard to get crap out of the couches and stuff out of the door. And people show up late to help you and yada, yada, yada. It's just never simple.
Yeah,
It rains. Yeah. Something always happens.
I have realized how much I really enjoy my entertainment from all walks of electronics.
Moving.
No. I packed up everything, so I've really just been using my phone as entertainment these last... Excuse me. I didn't drink the coffee that someone generously made me, so I'm a little sleepy. But, yeah, I packed up... I know. It's okay.
It's like a foot in front of you. You could reach and drink it.
It's so far away.
It's in a Nightmare Before Christmas mug, which I have to say, this might be a controversial opinion. I actually cannot stand Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe it's because I know people who are obsessed with it. Maybe it's because it's everywhere. I really don't like it. I don't really like Tim Burton in general. Honestly, I think he's a little uppity. And I tried to watch Nightmare Before Christmas 4 or 5 years ago maybe, and I could not get through it. Now, I was watching it in a McDonald's parking lot, but I ended up watching a bunch of YouTube anyway, so it's not like you got a look on your face.
I want to come back to the McDonald's parking lot about you watching Nightmare Before Christmas there, but I was in an apartment the other day with the window boys fixing a window, and
Jack Skellington painted all over the wall.
Worst. It was a...
Deadpool painted all over the wall.
Worse. A Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington onesie that looked like it had not been washed.
Of course it looked like that.
In 10 years.
Have you ever met one of these people?
Hanging up on their bathroom door. Like on a hanger that they put there. Not just on the door. Like,
what if they use it to, like...
dry off?
Yes.
As a towel?
It's like their towel.
That's disgusting.
That's their towel. Not a towel that they use. Not something that they use as a towel. What if that is their towel?
That's disgusting because that was a girl's room.
What if they just put it on, right? They get out of the shower and to dry off.
Instead of air drying.
They just get in it and lay in their bed.
Until they're dry. And they take it off.
And they take it off, get dressed, and hang it back up.
Oh, that would be... Oh, my gosh.
I wash it once a month.
That's disgusting because I know whose room that is because I know whose apartment is whose, and that's repulsive.
That's creepy. I don't like that.
That's repulsive.
No, anyway, it's creepy that you know who lives where.
We have to know before we walk in. So you're watching Ronald McDonald. Sorry, you're watching Nightmare Before Elm Street. You're watching Nightmare Before Christmas.
Did you say you're watching Ronald McDonald?
And then I went, you're watching Nightmare on Elm Street. You're watching Nightmare.
So you look up and you're watching Ronald McDonald kidnap a kid.
Yeah. You're watching. It's raining again.
It's always raining. I swear.
The area around us is so sad. It gets it from
It
me.
is.
I control I'm actually Storm. So when I'm sad, it's sad outside. You were watching Nightmare Before Christmas in a McDonald's parking lot.
Yes. So, not much of a story here, but I will tell it. I drove up to McDonald's to get something to eat.
Was it McRib time?
I don't remember. Although, yes, it actually was. Although I didn't get the McRib. Because I don't want to eat ribs from McDonald's. I got through ordering my food, and like the bottom fell out. It absolutely pouring down. It was absolutely pouring down rain. So I went over there, and I didn't want to drive it. I didn't want to drive in it. So I decided I wanted to go ahead and eat my food there. That way I could hopefully wait out the rain. When I pulled my food out, it was around Christmas time, because that's when the McRib usually comes back. So I decided I want to watch a Christmas movie. I pulled out Netflix. Nightmare Before Christmas was right there. I clicked it. I watched like 30 minutes or an hour of it, and I'm like, I can't get through this. I hate this. I hate this so much, and I turned it off. The only good thing about the only good thing about, is it a nightmare or the nightmare, whatever. The only good thing about the Nightmare Before Christmas is the Kingdom Hearts level. It's the only good thing about it.
I can see where you're coming from.
I'm assuming you did not watch the Nightmare Before Christmas this week, but what have you been playing?
Well, after we got down this rabbit hole, I was explaining how I've only been really using my phone because everything else I belong is pretty much packed up in boxes.
I mean, I guess you could break out your Switch or something to connect it to the living room TV, but that sounds like a pain in the butt.
Yeah, so I've really just been playing. Earlier this week, I did play some Control before I packed up my PC and stuff. Still couldn't figure out that puzzle. I don't know why I didn't just look up the part I was stuck at.
You're still looking for the doctor?
Yeah, I believe he's a doctor.
Are you in the... I'm trying to figure out where you are, but a lot of the game looks very similar, so I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
I just got to the research center. I'm looking for this guy.
It's Darling, right? Dr. Darling?
Mm-mm. I think this guy's name is Marshall, but yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Wait. You literally... I'm pretty sure I know where you are, and you're probably less than 20 feet away from him.
Oh, okay.
You literally need to walk through a door or something.
Okay.
So you already got through the place with the thing where it said find Darling, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Are you on the puzzle that you have to find the cubed cards?
No.
You already did that?
I'm in the puzzle where you got to get the thing. It's like not a membrane. It's something that's alive, and you got to get it into a room.
The Black Rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in that puzzle.
That's not really a puzzle. You just have to blow some shit up.
And it's not doing it for me.
Well, I would say I'd help you out, but I mean, your PC is packed.
Yep, everything's packed up. Also played some Forza earlier, although the online play wasn't working, so I just did some offline races to build up some points to be able to hopefully get into what season am I in now? The Winter Cup or whatever. I'm still enjoying that game. But the biggest thing I've been playing a lot of is the Pokemon online card game, which is, you just take the codes you get from actual packs and scan them in and then trade them in.
Okay, the question is, did you trade the packs to other people for the cards that you wanted, or did you open the packs?
I opened
them. There is a right answer.
There's an right answer.
There what?
I said there is a right answer.
Okay, I honestly could not understand what you said.
I had a baby stroke.
Wait, is that a small stroke, or is that a stroke that a baby has?
A stroke that a baby has.
One of them is much more morbid than the other.
A stroke that a baby has.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I opened about 8 packs, and then Ryan reminded me that back when I think one of the Sun and Moon sets or whatever.
A few years ago, a similar situation happened where Jordan had purchased a decent amount of cards. Like he said, each pack that you purchase comes with a code for the online card game, which provides you with a pack of the same set. And he opened what he told me, because he apparently had accumulated a lot.
Yeah, because I wasn't playing at the time, and I think it was close to 400 packs.
Jeez, okay, so you had accumulated over a while.
Yeah, think about it. When I moved away, there was no one to play with, and I would buy product randomly.
Was this when you moved away? I thought this was a little while before you moved.
No.
Okay.
because I kind of got out of it, and then I started, stopped playing, and I kind of just accumulated codes. I was
That's
like,
right,
yeah.
'cause you asked James because you wanted to play online because you were bored or something.
Yeah. And I just opened all of them, and that was a terrible idea.
You could have made literally any deck you wanted. That's not an exaggeration.
Yeah, I literally could have. So this time go around, I was at about 5 or 6 packs opening, and Ryan goes, Are you trading those packs? Or you just opening them? I'm just opening them. Don't do that. And so I followed his advice, and I traded it. I still have probably 80 packs or something like that left over, and
You had 100 and some odd packs, right?
yeah, probably more, yeah.
So you could make a pretty good deck with that, I would assume.
Yeah, I got most everything I needed. I built Snorlax VMAX. It's like a stall heal deck sort of a thing. You get Snorlax out, you heal it.
Because he's one of the bigger HP Pokemon, right?
Yeah, the base V is 220, and then his VMAX is 330.
I think it's maybe even 340.
Yeah, something like that. And so you can do different things. You can heal him with another V Pokemon that heals 20, or you can use potions. There's a couple different builds with it, so I'm slowly building the pieces up for that.
Nice. You could even consider, I think that it gives you an extra 30 HP, maybe.
Yeah, Big Charm or whatever it's called. Or
I was thinking it was a berry.
It looks like a charm.
Because I was playing somebody the other day and they played it, and it looks like an orange charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a berry. I think it's a berry.
Okay, yeah. But I have that in my deck, and so I'm definitely enjoying that. Most people either just concede once they see that I'm just going to heal away everything every turn that they've done, or I just win based on sheer punching.
I would assume it was kind of like either the game takes a while and you win, or it doesn't and you lose.
Yeah, especially because it is weak to fighting, and so there are some random fighting.
Well, you play a fighting deck in the real card game.
Yeah.
So
it is crazy what you see online. There are some true blue mad scientists out there with I played against a Mew Rampardo deck the other day.
Mew like a big Mew or like a little baby Mew?
Baby Mew with the ability, and then Rhyhorn's third evolution.
Rhyperior?
Yeah, that.
Wow.
It was Mew.
That's weird.
Mew Rhyperior coughing.
That's weird. Wait, not wheezing, coughing?
Yeah, wheezing. My bad. Yeah, wheezing.
Okay.
It was
holy crap.
It was so weird. I liked the way it played though, but it was so much setup.
There's actually a wheezing deck that I kind of want to try. It plays as a trainer. I think her name is Roxy. Mm-hmm. And you discard the wheezings and it does damage
it does 10 damage to the whole board.
Okay.
And then there's another one. That's what he was playing. He was doing that, and then he was using Zacian in the back to just power. I
thought you pretty much only played the wheezings and the Roxys.
Your deck list is correct. This was clearly I played this deck before. It was okay, and now I'm gonna slap in a bunch of Sword and Shield stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I've been really playing a lot about that. I'm probably gonna play more as I doze to sleep tonight.
I actually,
who knows?
Speaking of Pokemon, I watched Tim the Tatman, who is, if you know anything about Twitch, you probably know who he is. He's a big Twitch streamer. He's probably in his late 20s or 30s or so, and he's like, when I was a kid, I was super obsessed with Pokemon. I've always been interested in it or something, yada, yada, yada. So he randomly basically bought 50 packs and opened them on stream. And it was really interesting and fun to see somebody who hadn't played in probably 20 years from what I could tell, seeing the Pokemon and reacting. It was kind of more innocent than someone that would open the packs and actually know what's good and what's not. But he would just see a cool looking card and get excited, or see a Pokemon that he liked and get excited. And it was, like I said, really innocent.
Sleeve it.
It was really nice. Yeah, it was. He just had, I think, a hollow Rhyhorn sleeved. It was pretty funny. He said he would think about if he liked it, and I think he did, from what I could tell, doing this maybe even every week or so.
That'd be cool.
This would be really fun to watch. And I think XQC, who's another big streamer, also opened up Pokemon packs not that long ago.
I like people that aren't necessarily, quote, in this Pokemon competitive
hell.
Yeah, whatever you're going to call it, this drug realm that is... I like the innocence of being able to just open a card and be like, oh, this looks cool. Not, oh, man, I didn't pull heat. I didn't get the sauce. I didn't get the card I wanted.
Right.
oh, this didn't pay for the pack, or I didn't make my money back on this product, or what.
I still can't believe I pulled that full Rosacea.
I know. That's awesome.
I pretty much paid for the box. As far as what I've been doing, I picked up The Last of Us. Thank you. They gave it over for free late last year, maybe. I played this game when it first came out. I don't know. It's been years and years. And I didn't really like it. I thought the controls were unintuitive. I thought it was weirdly difficult in places. And I thought people had overhyped the game. And while I am not ready to say this game is amazing or great, I do like it much more than I did when I first played it. I can appreciate it. It has aged. It does not look as good as some games. But it is a PS3 game originally. So I'm not a big graphics whore anyway. So that doesn't bother me that much. The voice acting, I always thought the voice acting was good, but it's solid. It's super, super good, solid as always. I like the characters. I like Ellie. They're assholes. They're all assholes. But they have reasons to be assholes. Man, they kill a lot of people randomly. I think, what is her name? The first woman that you encounter, I guess, after the apocalypse. Tess, is her name Tess?
Yeah.
One of your first bigger missions, you are sneaking around. She goes, "All right, we need to be quiet," and just YOLOs a dude in the back of the head. "Bitch, what are you doing?" "I just start killing." That's like what? Wait, that's the only explanation. Cause she's like whispering, "Joel, okay." I don't even know if they can hear me, but we need to be quiet. And just YOLOs a dude, runs up, shivs him in the top of the head. I'm like, what? What are you doing?
I remember that scene. I was like in shock, and I was like, hell yeah!
As I try not to kill people because it makes sense. One, because I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to kill people. I will kill them if I don't have if I'm gonna die. Otherwise, I try to sneak by or choke them out. I'm seemingly the only person who thinks of it like this in this universe. Also, one thing that really bothered me, although I'm letting it go, there is a scene super early on where a filing cabinet falls on someone. Now, I don't know how filing cabinets are in this universe, but on our Earth, they weigh about 20 pounds. We just left this man to die. He's like, "Help! It's just a filing cabinet! Get it, my legs are broken though, I can't move. Can you help me up? The base is 20 feet that way." "All right. We can either shoot him and put him out of his misery,
It's like,
or leave him to die." Wait, I can only imagine if you're that guy. What? No, just help me 20. Go get somebody else. Don't help me. "No, man, I can't spare a bullet on you. Sorry." Walk away.
I was like, yeah, I'll give you a bullet.
I mean, I could see if they had put something on him that was too heavy for two grown-ass people to move.
But it was a filing
Maybe.
cabinet.
Shoot him in the head. No, get him out of his misery. It's a damn filing cabinet. Just move it. So that really angered me for like a half hour. But I've kind of gotten over that, and I'm enjoying it. I really like how Joel, like his quote-unquote superpower, basically, is hearing. I really like hearing and listening to the all the enemies, and planning out my actions accordingly.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy that game. I'm really hyped for the second one. I cannot wait to see where the story goes. And maybe this time around I'll make Joel a little nicer with his choices.
I will say it is certainly better than Birds of Prey, which I did not hate, actually. Went to see it early last week, I want to say. And what's her name? Margot Robbie's still great as Harley Quinn. I couldn't think of the name of the main character in the movie. It's a little goofy. That it has like these 4 people beating up seemingly an endless amount of thugs who for some reason don't have guns. I don't know why. The main protagonist is Black Mask, and he sends all these people in to attack him. And he's like, "All right, boys, we're fully loaded, we're stocked, we can take out anyone." And literally not one of them have any guns. It's really dumb, but I guess kind of funny when you think about it. I think the best part of the movie, maybe besides Margot Robbie, although I think he might have done a better job, honestly, is Ewan McGregor as Black Mask is absolutely, legitimately terrifying. I saw this with my brother, and like as soon as I walked out of the movie theater, I was like, he would have beat the shit out of Jared Leto's Joker. He would have like literally carved his face off of his head and thrown it aside. That dude is such a bitch compared to Ewan McGregor's Black Mask. Holy crap!
A place who
Ewan
that
McGregor,
is.
he's in Moulin Rouge. He plays Obi-Wan Kenobi in the quote, I guess the prequels. Yeah, that's what they're called. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's gonna play Obi-Wan Kenobi in an upcoming movie. I think he's in a movie with Scarlett Johansson called The Island, maybe.
Oh, yeah. I can never remember this guy's name.
Yeah, he's a great actor. I think he's Irish or something. He actually has a really good American accent in this.
Yeah, dashingly handsome. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. He's played in a couple of things that I enjoy.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Huh. I'm glad it was, I guess, a mixed bag as far as that movie goes. I'm sure just like anything.
It's a fairly mixed bag. It's way better than Suicide Squad, which is probably one of my least favorite movies of all time. There's a couple of really dumb scenes. I don't even know if I want to spoil them for y'all. I would recommend it if you like these kind of movies, but it's not perfect.
How is it just as a movie, though, not as a comic book movie?
Fine. It's the same. I mean, I don't really separate those two.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that maybe this is because... But I think that's about it for what I've been playing. Let's move on to the leaks and sneak peeks. First up, we have a story from Destructoid. Not a very long story. Actually, this originated with Famitsu, the Japanese magazine. So, if you don't know, if you can't remember because it's been so long, Bayonetta 3 is in development. A lot of people are, of course, I don't think that's a word, worried, is the game ever going to come out? Is the game going to even be good if it does come out? Well, according to the Platinum producer / director, oh gosh, Hideki Kamiya? Yeah, Hideki Kamiya. He has given a quote, "Everything is fine with Bayonetta 3, guys," end quote, and development is, quote, "going smoothly." That's literally the entire story, so I know for a fact some people are worried about the game. Heard someone the other day talk about they were scared that if the game was even going to come out, but apparently all's good. Actually, I don't know if you saw this the other day, that Platinum is going to announce their second. They had like the Platinum 4 website. They're going to announce their second project in the next couple days. I was hoping they would announce it before this podcast, but I think they said February the 26th or 27th.
Okay, so it looks like we're just going to be on the tail end of that, slightly missing it. I did see that tweet. I took some advice to turn off some of my notifications from Twitter because I was getting a lot of them from all the...
Man, I don't have any notifications from Twitter, although I do have an app that I use to notify me about video game news. And about once a day, it'll just go boop, 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 boop. Like 10 times. It drives me insane. I've just learned to, if I hear like 2 notifications in a row, I just mute my phone for like the next minute and then unmute it and then look at all the news.
Fair enough. I made the crazy thought of, all right, I'm going to follow all the places on Twitter and then turn on all the notifications.
Oh, no.
So I've slowly been going through.
Insane? Oh.
Yes. Also going through, turn off those notifications.
I will say I never played either Bayonetta 1 or Bayonetta 2.
Me neither. I own Bayonetta 1 on PC.
Oh, do you?
I do. They sold it for like $1.
I've heard it's really good. I want to play it.
And when Smash came out, the playstyle of Bayonetta and also her look made me want to buy it for Switch, so I thought about that a lot.
Well, they've got the Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 collection on Switch.
Yeah, it's just something I haven't dove into. I guess I either need to decide, yes, I'm going to play it, or no, I'm not going to play it, and move on.
I want to... Platinum as a development team is unfortunately not a studio that I have delved into deeply, and I really, really want to. I want to play the Bayonetta games. I want to play Vanquished. I even want to play Metal Gear Rising or Rising Revengeance, because that game looks insane. I really want to play Nier Automata, whatever. So they have such a interesting back catalog that I really want to dive into.
That's a lot of games.
Oh yeah, and there's more. They just like we just talked about recently. They're releasing the Wonderful 101 on Switch and PlayStation 4. I'm not sure if it's Xbox One or not, but I really want to play their games. They look awesome.
Yeah. Moving on to some more news about a threequel, a thruple,
Definitely not a throuple. It might be
threequel,
but I can guarantee you one of the few things that I can guarantee you in this world is that it's not called a throuple.
So we finally get some Baldur's Gate 3 footage. This is coming from PC Gamer, and boy oh boy does this look spicy.
It looks really interesting. This is basically so they are basically giving you the picture behind the scenes here. I don't want to describe it. I don't know about Jordan, but I would just go watch the video. The video is just titled Baldur's Gate 3 World Gameplay Reveal Announcement. Although there's not really any gameplay revealed, basically this is telling us when the gameplay will be revealed, which is February the 27th. So I would go check that out. I would check out this announcement trailer just because it's interesting, at least to me.
Yeah.
To see the behind the scenes.
I will definitely say I do enjoy a good behind the scenes, whether it comes out before or after the game. Sometimes I don't like to see how the pudding's made until after I've eaten it.
Yeah, so that's going to be at PAX East on that day. And apparently I could not find where I saw this. Maybe I just saw multiple stories. I couldn't find one cohesive story to list the developers. But we have like 3 or 4 developers maybe even have said they are not going to PAX East, the video game show, because of the coronavirus.
That makes sense. That's really, no pun intended, but a plague on the earth right now.
Wow, you're telling me right now that was not intended.
It really wasn't. It's just, what word do you want me to use? It's a bad thing. It's making people sick. It sucks.
Well, the only thing that is worse than the coronavirus is video game movies. And because we live in hell, they are apparently making a Borderlands movie. Eli Roth, according to Polygon, is making a Borderlands movie. This dude has, this movie in general, I guess, has a roller coaster of a production team.
I really just want us to do like an hour-long podcast of just listening to Jake bitch about how bad he thinks this movie's going to be.
I do not have high hopes for this. So we got Eli Roth, and he's made some good movies, but he's also made some bad movies. I think it says right here on his, I guess, IMDb page, Inglourious Basterds, which is praised from sun up to sundown. But then he also says Piranha 3D.
Yes!
So,
I freaking love that movie.
And then we have, clicked on the wrong thing. And then we have someone who made HBO's Chernobyl, which is incredible if you haven't seen it.
I love that writing. Really good job.
Craig Mazin. But then I read that he wrote The Hangover 2.
Ooh.
So I'm not really sure. And then producer Avi Arad, who helped produce Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I've never heard of that guy, so I love Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse is a good movie. In a press release from Lionsgate, Roth had this to say about the project. Quote, "I am so excited to dive into the world of Borderlands, and I could not be doing it with a better script, producing team, and studio. I have a long, successful history with Lionsgate. I feel like we have grown up together and that everything in my directing career has led to a project of this scale and ambition. I look forward to bringing my own energy, ideas, and vision to the wild, fun, and endless creative world of the game. Randy Pitchforth and everyone at Gearbox is..."
Say Pitchforth?
Pitchford.
You do not want the Borderlands crew on you.
Not at all.
Just saved you.
Thank you. Woo. And they've been incredibly supportive of his ideas. It really feels like the perfect storm of curators coming together. We are out to make a new classic, one of which the fans of the game will love, but also one which will find new audiences globally, end quote.
Maybe they'll make an even more insane version of that Tom Hardy, oh my gosh, what's the name of that movie? If you know, you better say it, because I don't.
Waterworld?
No, but it's Mad Max. Mad
Ah,
Max. Dude,
Desert Water World.
I heard Waterworld costed so much money. I don't want to get into that, but yeah, Mad Max is so good. If they made an even more insane version of that for this, maybe it could be good. Okay, so before I give you more proof that someone hates me, I want to give a reason that someone loves you. Animal Crossing's Isabelle and Doom Guy. Okay, I forgot about this completely, but if you don't know, Doom and Animal Crossing are coming out on the same day, right? These games could not be more different. You know, one is filled with blood and guts and gore, and is a first-person shooter, and the other one is an adorable life simulator where you can become best friends with puppies and collect fossils for a. He's not a raccoon. He's a. Jordan, you gotta help me out. Tanuki. I think it's Tanuki.
Glad you could do it all on your own, buddy.
I don't want to describe any of this. If you were at all interested in this, they came together because there are a lot of fans of both franchises. Look up Isabella and Doom Guy on Reddit or Google Images, or probably even YouTube, and there's a bunch of really, really cool artwork. Now we're gonna delve into the, like I said, reason that we might actually be in hell. We have more Uncharted movie news. Yay! I want to die.
This is no. This is gonna become my Star Wars news.
Okay, so this is coming from DualShockers. According to Tom Holland, who's playing the young, dashing Nathan Drake in the upcoming Uncharted movie, they are about to start filming this movie in a month. And I didn't even know this until I just started reading this again. They still don't have a director. This movie is going to be beyond bad. There's no way it's good, right? There's no way. I like Tom Holland.
I do too.
And Mark Wahlberg used to be a good actor.
That's right.
So he was destroyed by the Transformers movies and The Happening. I don't have any hope of this movie. I'm sure some people out there do. So I thought I would throw this news out to you. I really don't want to delve into this any deeper. I really don't care about this movie at all. I'm not convinced. I'm sure Tom thinks. Tom, you know, we're on a basis. I'm sure he thinks it's gonna be great. I'm sure he's gonna give it its all. But if this doesn't have a director, how are they gonna? I don't even understand.
Oh, Marky Mark's gonna be the director, man.
Oh, okay. He's gonna do the music, the acting,
Yeah,
the directing. He's gonna play young and old Nathan Drake.
he can do it.
Wait, no, he's playing Sully now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's playing young Sully. That's
There you
right.
go.
I forgot about that.
who in the hell wants to see a Uncharted movie? Who? Not me.
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm not totally against the idea, but I don't really care either.
Me neither.
I don't really care about video game movies in general.
I did enjoy the really weird Ready Player One. It wasn't terrible.
That movie looked so bad. It
wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It was fun.
It looked like, I think we've even talked about this in the podcast before. To me, it looked like, hey, Goku, you know Goku, Deadpool, please, man. I'm not actually good at writing, so I have to rely on others to make me look better.
It was literally one of those cases. Well, the movie
You remember
sucked.
the DeLorean?
The movie sucked, but have you read the book?
I don't know of any. Oh no.
Yeah.
No, and I won't.
Exactly.
I'm not a nerd.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to some good news, and this is kind of a long story. Not even a story, really. This is on the verge. If you don't remember, Animal Crossing had a direct last week, or Nintendo had an Animal Crossing direct. If you did not remember or know, there's not a whole lot of information, but if you were super interested in Animal Crossing, I would suggest go reading on it. You can use this Verge article, or you can just look up Nintendo Animal Crossing Direct, and then click on the news link in Google. Basically, a couple things. There's going to be connections to the Pocket Camp game. If people are going to... Oh, there's ghosts. I like how it was immediately taken away from Pocket Camp. Oh, one thing that's actually really cool, and I will I want to talk about two more things in this subject. You can shape the island. You can have, there's like shovels and stuff. Basically, you can make the island your own because it is kind of deserted when you first get there. So you can dig stuff. You can make waterfalls. You can make bridges and stuff. It's really really cool. And then, unfortunately, actually, on not I guess dour would be a good way to put it. There are actually not going to be any cloud saves. So according to Nintendo, they are only going to allow you to recover your data in case of lost or damaged consoles.
That definitely sucks. I really depend on cloud saves every once in a while to make sure I don't completely royally screw myself up if I forget to do something.
I mean, I'm not sure how it would work in Animal Crossing. I know some games you can just make multiple saves.
True.
But from what I hear, or what people are speculating, I think they don't want you to be able to somehow cheat the game.
Okay, I guess. I guess I know in some games if you save at a point and then go do something else and then you can come back to the save, you can kind of figure out the best way how for things to unfold, sort of a thing. So maybe they're talking like that. I'm not a huge Animal Crossing fan, so I don't know if there's a secret way for you to actually cheat the game.
I mean, there are definitely ways to cheat. One of the big things is time traveling. So you get to set the clock.
Oh yeah.
So you can set the clock forward or backwards to do things. Although in a lot of the games, I don't know, I haven't played all of them, but it'll screw up like your some things you were trying to do if you go too far in the future, and then Mr. Rossetti will be all up in your grill. Although I don't think Mr. Rossetti is in this game.
Huh. Okay. Well, don't time travel, kids. It's dangerous.
Yeah, but I don't really. It doesn't really bother me. It wouldn't, or the cheating, quote unquote, because this isn't it's not a multiplayer game. Well, it's not a competitive multiplayer game.
Yeah, it makes sense. How do you feel about this direct, though? Did it tell you anything new about the game to get you even more hyped about it?
I mean, the big thing is you about being able to shape the island, build bridges, make waterfalls, and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's just really introduced, some more cosmetical enjoyments of the game, some terraforming and whatnot.
I wouldn't really call it cosmetic. I mean, it is cosmetic, but it's going to shape a lot of what you do with the game because it's going to affect how you traverse the island.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, so, excuse me. One thing that I noticed you could do, or an example that they gave, was you could kind of keep your community quiet and kind of island-like, or you could make it more of a bustling, traditional Animal Crossing town.
Okay, that seems pretty interesting. Kind of giving players a couple different ways they'll be able to play the game.
Yeah, I'm super duper excited for this game. I don't know how much more I'm going to play Stardew Valley I may take a break from Stardew once this comes out.
I probably am still not going to pick this up. It's just hadn't grabbed me yet.
Which one did you play?
I don't think I've played any of them.
So how would they grab you?
It has to be interesting.
Do you like Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
You'll like this game.
I don't know, man. I don't think I will.
It's better than Stardew Valley.
I can't agree or disagree with that.
Because you haven't played it. Exactly.
Correct. I just know that I don't particularly like the way it looks.
You don't like the way it looks. It looks adorable.
For judging it by its face
like
value.
It's like a Gretzko Harvest Moon.
Judging it by its 100% face value and not knowing anything about game mechanics, I do believe that I would not enjoy this game.
What don't you think you'd like about it?
I think it would be boring.
You like Stardew Valley.
But Stardew Valley, there's more to do than just a living simulator.
There's not. There's literally not.
Yeah, there is. You can mine.
That's living. That's a living. That's his job.
It's more in-depth than just go here, talk to this person, do this thing.
That's not Animal Crossing either.
Then I guess
if you don't want...
I guess I am
don't want to force you into buying something, but why don't you read more things about it, watch some reviews, try to actually... Don't just dismiss it like you have The Office, and like you have Parks and Recreation, and like you have Trailer Park Boys.
Fair enough. You fought a good battle. I will concede and look up information on
I'm not asking
Animal
you to spend
Crossing.
$60.
I will not spend $60 until I decide if I actually will enjoy this game.
Don't just write it off.
Fair enough.
I think you'll like it, but if you don't, that's fine.
Okay.
I just hate you.
Fair enough.
All right, next up we actually have some news on a couple different controllers.
The first one, if I can find my cursor on the screen, there it is. I know it's going to be a Sony thing, but man, these pictures look ugly. They look real ugly.
They look fine to me. I mean, these are just crude patent drawings. I don't think they're supposed to be pretty.
I want them to be pretty. Before we get too far deep into this is coming from VentureBeat. And we talked about this previously on an episode or two about how Sony is filing a patent for the new VR that's going to be coming out.
Wait, was there a VR patent for it, or were there just rumors that it was coming
out? Yeah, just rumors. And so this is actually the patent for the controller of the VR. Again, it is just a basic boy drawing of the controller and how hand placement would work and such.
To me, this looks like a combination of a Wii remote, or was it Wiimote?
Yeah.
And a Valve Index controller.
I would agree with that statement. It definitely it doesn't give me any Oculus vibes or anything like that. It's very, I guess, strong lines, strong shapes as far as that. And looks like it has a trigger that your index finger would be able to touch if you kind of wrapped it around a rectangle.
There's a strap, so I mean, maybe it's the new Wiimote.
Maybe. Sony, they are pretty good at designing controllers every once in a while.
Yeah, but obviously this is just a patent, so this could be thrown in the garbage and never used again.
That is true.
According to the VentureBeat article, this is going to have sensors, and it's going to appears to have several face buttons. So this looks like Sony is trying to make it more accurate, similar to how the Index controller is supposedly very, very accurate and very well designed. Certainly, this would be better than just using a PlayStation 4 controller.
Yeah, that definitely is going to be more interaction, and hopefully will enhance your VR gaming experience.
Gameplay experience. But you know what else is going to enhance your gameplay experience?
What?
Hold on, I'm waiting for this Games Radar article to pull up.
Yeah?
I'm going to push reload.
There you go.
Refresh, not reload.
Refresh, reload, same thing. What is that?
This is absolutely the best audio
podcast?
Hold on, I'm just going to reopen the article.
There you go.
It's a PS5 controller patent. Damn it. Okay, like I said, this is from Games Radar. Honestly, the only reason I even noticed this is the title of the article is PS5 controller patent suggests DualShock 5 will monitor your sweat and heart rate.
Well, boys and ladies and girls and gentlemen and men, you got to get your little sweat rags no more.
What is this, like Apple, the new iWatch? Is it Apple Watch or iWatch?
I think Apple Watch.
Apple Watch has new features that no one will ever use, but we will brag about.
That's right. They, according to accompanying the images, there's going to be, they were talking about this biofeedback, and apparently it's going to have new haptic control.
Well, we knew there was going to be new haptic stuff.
Yeah. I want to know what does my sweat have to, maybe, okay.
Well, when you get nervous and when you get scared and certain emotions elicit sweat.
Well, I understand that. I'm saying, is it going to tell me, you burned this many calories while playing Resident Evil 10?
I don't know. Maybe it'll push you to 10. Holy crap. Maybe it'll push you towards certain areas in a game if you're sweating more or less.
Maybe. I thought it was just going to be like, you've burned this many calories. Please go eat a salad.
They do have a quote in here, although I don't see where it's from. I guess I'll read it. I'm assuming this is from the patent. Duh, that's where it's from. It says, quote, there is a desire in computer gaming, that's a weird way to put it, to provide an immersive and highly interactive experience for players so as to enhance the enjoyment of the player, end quote. Okay, so that is the patent description. Yeah, I was right.
Well, I can't wait to see how much sweat I'm going to be pumping
weird.
into my PS5.
That seems like a feature that no one's ever going to use.
Heartbeat, sure, that'd be kind of interesting where you could... You know?
You know what? I agree, but also I don't think we need it. I don't. That sounds like I said like a useless application. That sounds like something Nintendo would have done with the Wii.
True. The only thing that I think would make interesting for is during the horror gameplay montages that you could have a little, maybe it'll throw a little heart rate monitor thing in the
Just do that with a computer.
in the VOD. Well, yeah, but then listen, it's all about having everything in the same ecosystem. So if the
No, I don't want that. No.
no, I'm not talking about a heart rate monitor. I'm talking about just the fact that they don't have to use a separate machine to
But
look at their heart rate.
all those people you watch do use a separate machine.
Well, yeah, but they don't have a heart rate monitor for it. Now I can know what their heart rate is when they get spooked in the horror games.
It's gonna display on the screen.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But what I'm telling you is they could literally do that on a PC.
Well, yeah, but if they're streaming on their PS4, they're not gonna think to have a heart rate monitor.
PS4. But what I'm trying to tell you is PS4 streamers use PCs to run, not all, but the super professional ones. They use a actual PC to do the streaming, and they play the game on the PS4 if it's an exclusive.
Oh, I understand that.
So they have a PC there already.
I get it, but you know, maybe they'll come out with a useful feature that isn't a heart rate monitor or sweat. I'm
sure they have an idea in mind.
I hope they have a drain plug.
I don't think it soaks up your sweat.
That's what I'm hoping for, man.
Let's move on to something before I throw up. New games. First up, 2 Point Hospital is available now for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Mega Man Collection, which is not the one I'm hoping for, is going to be out now for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Yeah, this is actually the Mega Man 0/ZX Legacy Collection. It is going to include the following all 4 Mega Man 0 games, Mega Man ZX, and Mega Man ZX Advent. Sounds like a Kingdom Hearts name.
It really does.
Hunter Showdown is available now with Steam, PS4, and Xbox One.
I looked this up. It looks only fun if you would have multiple friends.
I only have one.
Exactly, so this wouldn't be very fun to me.
It's not you.
Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition is available now for the Nintendo Switch.
And then finally, Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind DLC is available now for the Xbox One. It's time for some news. What? Do people still raise the roof? I still raise the roof.
I still let the dogs out.
I've literally never once raised the roof.
Ever?
Not once.
Never went a whoop whoop?
Even when the roof has been risen.
Not even when the roof is on fire?
Put the roof back down, man.
Man. Not
When
even
the
if
roof's
it's
on fire, I would leave.
Not even if it's a brick house?
What?
Gotta let the dogs out of the brick house.
What are you talking about?
That's right.
You've combined like 3 late 90s songs into one, and I've never been this confused in my life.
That's right.
CD Projekt Red news. It's been a good week for the makers of The Witcher and the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077. First off, fans of The Witcher who play the game both on PC and Switch will now be able to cross-save between the platforms, according to an IGN article, which we will link below. It has some steps. Next up, Cyberpunk's official Twitter account has some good news for Xbox fans. Yesterday, the account tweeted out, quote, "Gamers should never be forced to purchase the same game twice or pay for upgrades. Owners of hashtag Cyberpunk 2077 or Xbox One will receive the Xbox Series X upgrade for free when available," end quote. This is a huge development as it has never been done by such a big game, if ever, at least that I know about. No word on if the same feature will be available for PS5. Finally, according to the website VG247, the Polish game company has just surpassed $8 billion in market valuation. This makes them the second biggest developer in Europe, trailing only the mega corporation Ubisoft. This is all the more impressive when you consider how many more games Ubisoft makes than CD Projekt Red. Okay, before we get into that, let's talk about, I guess, the first article, whatever. Did you wait? Have you played The Witcher? Oh my gosh, you still haven't played The Witcher.
No, I still have not played The Witcher. I played a little. I played probably an hour or two, if that, of The Witcher 3, and couldn't get into it. It was very slow.
You mean like literally every RPG that's ever been made, the first hour or two are slow?
Yep. Yep. I agree with that statement.
I would like to purchase this game for my Switch, but I don't have the money to just throw money at a game that I already own on PS4. I would also like to purchase this game on my PC, but I already own the game on PS4. So I still need to beat the DLC as well. Maybe I'll beat that in the coming months.
I
Literally nothing to say.
I don't have anything to say. I like the company. I think they have a cool name. I own all of the Witcher games and Gwent, and I think I might even have Thornbreak for some reason.
I need to play that game. I think it was only $5 on GOG the other day.
Yeah.
I wish I'd picked it up.
So I think I own a lot of stuff from theirs. Just haven't jumped into it because I guess it really doesn't interest me that much. Now Cyberpunk, hell yeah. Definitely interested. Pre-ordered it the first day I could.
For some reason, don't pre-order.
Yeah, do what you want with your money.
Although, if you're going to pre-order a game, Cyberpunk's probably a pretty good bet. Okay, so maybe you'll have more to say about the next one. What do you think about the people getting a free upgrade, or at least Xbox One gamers getting a free upgrade?
I think that's awesome. One of the funniest comments I saw on that Twitter thread was, man, this is great of CD Projekt Red to do this. Now only if Microsoft will stop making pointless consoles, so I have to upgrade every few months. And
every few months?
It would just be, and then it became this huge...
What is their time? How do they experience time?
It was...
It's been 7 years. How do they experience... Is this like some sort of alternate dimension thing where this guy's drifted into our universe?
It's something, all right. Just like anything in the world, there was good and bad comments on this thread.
Oh, I'm sure there were.
I think it's great of CD Projekt Red.
How is this anything but good?
I love it. I think it's really cool.
I think it's great of them. I think it's great of Microsoft because obviously Microsoft would have to approve this.
Yeah, Microsoft, CD Projekt Red had been like, oh yeah, we're going to do this, guys. And Microsoft would have been like, no.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
They obviously have to approve it.
Exactly.
I don't know if this will be a thing on PlayStation 5. You know, Microsoft has had kind of a somewhat of a relationship with CD Projekt Red as of late. They've showed Cyberpunk on their E3 stage, I think, multiple times now.
Yeah, they definitely have a better at-face relationship than Cyberpunk, CD Projekt Red, whatever you want to say, and Sony currently.
I don't think Cyberpunk and Sony have a bad relationship. I just don't think they have really any relationship, if that makes sense.
That's what I was, yeah.
But this is great. This is another reason for people to. This is a big reason for people to that already have the Xbox One to
feel
to
safely.
Upgrade.
Yeah, to just go ahead and they can just go ahead and upgrade, enjoy the new generation of hardware, and still be able to enjoy the Cyberpunk game.
Yeah. Either way, I think I'd probably still buy the game on PC. I mean, it is an FPS. I play FPSs on PC, and honestly, I've been moving further and further to the point where I'm going to use my consoles, for the most part, for exclusive machines and some indies, and most of the third-party games play on PC.
Yeah, because you can just connect all the controllers to PC now anyway. So
yeah, so if I want to play a game with a controller, I can play. Like I'm playing. I play Monster Hunter on a controller. I have that on PC. I play Control with a controller, and I have that on PC, and etc. And so on PC, it's more liberal. I don't know if that's more. It's like controller agnostic, kind of.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of leaning that way. And then this last story, $8 billion.
That is insane.
It really is.
Kudos to freaking CD Projekt Red. That is awesome.
Yeah, according to the thread that this came from, they were evaluated at $6.5 billion late last year, and now they're valued at $8 billion.
Well, from the Cyberpunk pre-orders and also the merch store that they've just revamped, I guess probably late
I think it's more like The Witcher and Cyberpunk. That's probably the the two big things.
Probably.
And they are diverse. They are fairly diverse. Like I said, they sell merch. They have their own game store, and then they released two the first Witcher games were somewhat popular, and then Gwent is somewhat popular, and then the Thronebreaker is somewhat popular. But I mean, I think I read that The Witcher 3 made them tens and tens of millions of dollars just recently, and then Cyberpunk 2077 is one of the most anticipated games in the last 10 years.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red's doing phenomenal things. I cannot wait to see what the future is going to hold for them.
Well, what's crazy here more than anything is Ubisoft is only valued at like $9.5 billion. Obviously, that's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but they make Rainbow Six, they make Rayman, they make Assassin's Creed, they make Far Cry, they made that awful Breakpoint game, and you can go on and go on, and they're only valued like $1 billion more, which is a lot of money, but CD Projekt Red pretty much has only made The Witcher, and that's it.
Yeah.
They haven't even released Cyberpunk yet. And obviously, some of this market valuation is based on that game coming out. But it hasn't even come out yet. It's crazy.
Yeah, they've...
I would be happy if I was an investor.
Oh, yeah, they gathered this much money, and they've only released a handful of games.
Man, can you imagine if you had invested in this company just before The Witcher 3 came out?
Sorry, I was having a piece of mind moment where my mind was exploding.
You just saw the island and the yacht.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh, that is insane. Maybe I should go buy some CD Projekt Red stock.
I mean, it probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Actually, you know what? I don't want to give stock advice. I don't even want to give the
We are not financial analysts. We are not.
I know literally anything about stocks.
Yeah.
But congratulations to CD Projekt Red. That is absolutely excellent. Excellent. Moving from one surprisingly big corporation to a not so surprising one.
Fans of Star Wars video games now have a reason to be both excited and disappointed, according to a recent report by Kotaku's Jason Schreier. In the story, it is revealed that EA has canceled no less than 3 Star Wars projects since 2017. These include a heist game, an open-world game, and a spin-off to the Battlefront franchise. These games were canceled in 2017, 2018, and 2019, but there's some good news at the end of the article. According to Schreier, EA now has 2 Star Wars games in active development. One is an expected sequel to last year's Fallen Order, but the second will be a, quote, smaller, more unusual project at EA Motive in Montreal, Canada, end quote.
Yeah, if you're interested in this more, the article does go into more detail. Just like the aforementioned article, IGN article, we will link this in the show notes and whatnot.
I'd be okay with a sequel to Fallen Order. I enjoyed that game.
I need to play it.
Oh, yeah, that's who has that copy.
Yeah, I have it. Is that yours or Jake's?
It's Jake's.
Okay, don't tell him we have it. Shh.
Yeah.
He'll probably forget.
He'll probably forget, just like I forgot that he had Horizon Zero Dawn until right now.
Yeah, he told me that he had taken a break from that, but anyway.
Anyway, back to Star Wars. This is, man, it sucks. They keep canceling projects. I really am interested in what that heist game could have evolved into.
That was the, if you remember, I think that was the Project Ragtag
that
Visceral was making.
That's right. Damn, I wanted to play that. Oh, well. And, I did love some Star Wars New Republic MMORPG action back in the day.
I mean, as everyone knows, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan, You got your Luke Solo.
I believe in you.
You got your Jar Jar Binks.
You got the Leia the Hutt.
No. Wait, yeah?
Yeah.
I guess they get married?
Princess Leia and Boba Fett?
Wait, I thought you said... Wait. You said Leia Fett? I thought you said Leia the Hutt.
I did.
Or did you say Leia the Fett?
I said Leia the Hutt. I was just trying to see if you knew.
They might have got married. I do remember that one scene where she looked like she was like getting all nice and cuddly with him. Wait, no. Slave Leia. They call her Slave. They might not have been married. Maybe that's just his pet name for her.
There you go.
I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but honestly, right now I think a lot of the stuff besides the main trilogy that has come out has been good. I really, really like. I love Rogue One. I like Solo. I think The Mandalorian is excellent.
It is really good.
And I really want to play this the first Fallen Order. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name of the game.
Yeah.
So Star Wars is something that I never get too excited for, but it's kind of in my periphery. I can kind of see it, and if it catches my eye, I can turn my head. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm actually more interested in how they said, quote, a smaller, more unusual project. What that could be.
It's gonna be a Star Wars living simulator where you're gonna run a tavern.
How is that a smaller, more? Well, I guess that is unusual, but that doesn't sound small. That sounds like a Star Wars MMO.
Okay.
How is there not a Star Wars MMO? Wait, is that Star Wars MMO still active?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think so.
I think it is too, actually.
I'm 85% sure it's still active.
I couldn't tell you the name of it, though.
Star Wars.
The Old Republic?
Sure.
I have no idea. I think there might be a video game called Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I really want this more unusual project.
Oh no.
To be Baby Yoda. I don't care what it is, just Baby Yoda.
Everyone loves Baby Yoda, man. It's a Baby Yoda. So we just had to take care of Baby Yoda.
That's it. That's a Baby Yoda.
Keep him happy and feed him frogs and soup.
Dude, it's a mobile game.
No. Why would you start out with that?
No, listen.
I don't even play the good mobile games.
Tamagotchi, but with Baby Yoda.
So, wait, is there a Tamagotchi-esque device, or is it on your phone?
It's on your phone.
I won't play it.
You want it to be on the console where you just take care of it?
No, I want there to be a Digivice / Tamagotchi-like device where you take care of. Oh my gosh. Why am I telling EA about this? But this is actually a genius idea we've come up with here. A Jordan's about to push pause. Like, we have first of all, we have no idea how to make a video game. Second of all, EA would probably just assassinate us if we tried to do this. But EA, if you're listening, which you're definitely not.
We just want 5% of the revenue stream.
No, I don't care. I'd make a Baby Yoda Digivice, please. That would be incredible.
Gosh,
it could I don't know. I don't know anything about Star Wars, but it could look like some kind of Star Wars device.
Sure. I was trying to think of a Star Wars device.
Email me for other ideas at wannabepodcast.com.
Yeah, there you go.
I legitimately don't. I think that isn't a terrible idea.
It's not a terrible idea.
I also legitimately think there's no way in hell that's what this is.
Yeah, there's no. It's that unusual. I mean,
that's pretty damn unusual. A Tamagotchi Baby Yoda.
I did see online where you could buy your own life-size Baby Yoda doll or puppet.
It's just a child painted green.
It comes in a box. They didn't poke enough air holes. Oh, buddy.
Wait, what is that accent?
I didn't want to be overly racist to anybody.
Didn't poke enough air holes. So.
I tried just to combine a whole bunch of them and dumb it down.
Just to offend everyone.
Yep.
That's the way to go, man. Go to South Park roots.
That's right.
Okay. Let's move on to the last bit of news here from GeForce Now. Why is the font on this so much worse than all the other font are in Google Docs? It looks like I ran out of ink. Why? You understand what I'm saying? Like, the font is lighter than the rest of the doc.
Where did we see Cosmic Sans?
Wait, are you saying Cosmic Sands or Cosmic Sands? Like, sand.
I'm saying the second one.
Wait, you've never read it?
Yeah, I guess I read it.
No one ever uses it, but still.
I read it the correct way, but in my head I was like, Cosmic Sans.
No, it's comic, like haha, Sans, S-A-N-S.
Makes sense. That makes
But
a lot more sense.
as baffling as that is, at least you didn't use you almost have me saying Cosmic Sans. Comic Sans in an official. So, our new electric company, no, our new apartment gave us a letter, and it was written in Comic Sans. Sans, not Sans. Sans.
Yeah,
Damn it, Jordan.
It's working.
You're breaking my brain.
Yes, it's working.
Which I found hysterical. I think I pointed it out to Jordan. We were in the complex signing our lease, and he like bursted out laughing.
I was like, "What?" It was hilarious to see in real life. Because it's like, this means this document isn't legally binding, right?
All of it was in Times New Roman, or most of it, and then just one part of it was in Comic Sans for some reason. They wanted to have some fun that day.
I reckon so. It's like, well, this paragraph isn't binding.
Okay, let's move on to the last story of the day. This time from GeForce Now, or the news isn't from. It's about GeForce, or not GeForce, GeForce Now.
There you go.
Okay, so after the initial hype of the much anticipated GeForce Now, the service is losing many games from the biggest developers and publishers. According to Polygon, many games from Activision Blizzard, Bethesda, Capcom, Rockstar, and Square Enix have all left GeForce Now. On the bright side, in a tweet by NVIDIA GeForce Now, it was announced that the much anticipated Cyberpunk 2077 will be available on the service at launch.
My first thought when I read into this was, GeForce Now is having a nice little dinner at Jenny's at a truck stop, and all these other boys roll up with tube socks full of oranges and just beat the actual fuck out of it.
Well, wouldn't it be more apt to say that they just take a lot of its food?
That makes, there you go. We can do that.
Isn't that like a more accurate account?
They all bounced.
They really did, or not all, but that's almost all of the big studios. I'd say that's 60 to 70% of the big studios.
When is Capcom gonna get a launcher? Give me a
No.
Give me a Capcom launcher.
Don't you put that out there. Don't you put that out there. We don't need a damn Capcom launcher. No. We don't need a Bethesda one or a Rockstar one. Good Lord. No. Why would you wish that upon us?
I was counting. I was like, that person has a launcher. Bethesda, Rockstar, Square?
No, they don't have a launcher.
Square didn't have a launcher.
Square Enix or Capcom, neither one of them have it.
Who? Which two?
Square Enix and Capcom don't have it.
But everybody else does on the list. But
yeah, Activision, Blizzard, Bethesda, and Rockstar all have it.
Yep. On the bright side, though, you can, you'll be able.
And I guess Cyberpunk 2077 oh my gosh, Cyberpunk 2077 also has GOG.
Excuse me.
I cannot remember exactly what he said, but basically, one of the people who works on GeForce Now said that he thinks they're taking their time maybe, and thinking about whether or not they want to put their games on GeForce Now.
Which makes sense. I understand where they're coming from a business standpoint. But dang, this it kind of looks bad for GeForce Now currently.
It's still better than Google Stadia, though.
Oh my gosh, I'm really glad I canceled my pre-order for that. Whew, dodged a bullet.
You really did.
I really did.
You really
it would have been worse.
Just would have wasted $150.
That's right. For what, a Chromecast? Psh, big whoop. I ended up buying one of those anyway.
It would be $150 Chromecast.
Yep, that's cute. Just
and you would get Destiny with it. Oh wait, that's free.
That's free.
Everything.
Yeah, man. That
sucks. Hopefully this will look better for GeForce in the future. But for now, we're just kind of waiting.
Yeah.
This actually came out. The Activision part of it came out a couple weeks ago, but for whatever reason, I decided not to talk about it. I guess I wanted to wait and let it develop a little bit. But I did not expect so many developers to pull out.
Yeah, they just kick boot and caboodle out the door.
Pretty much.
There you go.
But that's it for the news. Let's move on to some deals.
Starting off our deals section is going to be for Xbox Game Pass. For console and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you're going to be able to get Ninja Gaiden 2.
Well, these aren't just on Ultimate.
Correct. Yeah,
Ultimate just comes with console and PC.
correct. I broke them down into 2 different lists for people. So Ninja Gaiden 2, Kingdom Hearts 3 on February 25th, 2 Point Hospital on February 25th, Wasteland Remastered on February 25th, Yakuza 0 on February 26th, and Jack in the Box Party Pack 3 on February 27th. Now, specifically for PC Game Pass, Indivisible, Reigns, Game of Thrones Edition, 2 Point Hospital, Wasteland Remastered, and Yakuza 0. Also, some of the titles that Xbox mentioned, they're going to be departing the service soon, so go ahead and just add them to your account so you can download them whenever you want. Fallout 3, Just Cause 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Snake Pass, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, Batman, Return to Arkham, Arkham City, and Batman Return to Arkham, Arkham Asylum.
All right, next we got some Super NES games for the Nintendo Switch Online service. It's been a while since they came out with any games. Poppin' Twinbee and Smash Tennis. And then for the NES service, Shadow of the Ninja and Eliminator Boat Duel. That is a weird sounding game.
It is a weird sounding name. Jumping over to the final deal of the week is going to be from Epic Games. You're going to be able to get Inner Space from February 27th until March 5th. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and now until February 27th. And finally, Feria, available now until February 27th.
I think we already talked about those last week.
I do believe, maybe.
All right, it's time for Metacritic Madness. Okay, so this week is going to be Pokemon Gold and Silver, and since Metacritic, I could not find a review for the original Gold and Silver, I'm going to find a review on Soul Silver, and Jordan's going to read the review from Game Informer for the original Gold and Silver.
Ranked 94th out of 300. Pokemon Gold and Silver obviously came out for the Game Boy Color in 2000. After Pokemon Red and Blue took the world by storm, Game Freak refined the formula with Pokemon Gold and Silver. The sequel took players to a new region full of monsters both recognizable and unfamiliar. Supplementing your team of Pokemon from Red and Blue's Kanto region with creatures debuting in Johto was a blast as you learned the intricacies, strengths, and weaknesses of each new creature. Taking place after the events of Pokemon Red and Blue, you not only earned badges and continued the fight against Team Rocket, but you could even visit the Kanto region after the main story, re-earning the original badges while witnessing the passage of time in the Kanto region was thrilling, and the culmination of this adventure took place atop a mountain against the trainer you played as in Red and Blue.
All right, great game. One of my favorite Pokemon games, and I think Soul Silver and Heart Gold are even better. Now, this is a little different because there were only 45 negative reviews on the fan side of this game. Actually, the user score is actually higher than the Metacritic score, which is, when we do these, it's usually the other way around. Okay, so, actually the lowest score is also a 1. There's no 0. I actually think I'm going to read the 3, though. Also, both of these reviews were in 2018, so they complain about things like events that happened in 2010 that they can't have access to, and the fact that the game's expensive now.
Yeah, that usually happens with the Pokemon game.
So they're idiots.
I agree.
Besides the terrible level curve, it is the same bad distribution from the GS games. I don't know what that is. Game Boy, GameCube, Gold and Silver, maybe?
Probably.
And basically fixed nothing. Every single problem is back, but with the ugly sprites from the DP games.
Down to Pro.
Was it? Okay.
They came out after.
That's not true at all. The Legendaries were shoving in at inconvenient places. I don't know what that means. What were they shoving in? Ruining their original lore completely. It's also highly expensive. Once again, this game, he reviewed this 8 years after the game came out. in part due to an add-on app. What? That is there an app? Is it not the Poke Walker?
I think so.
It's not an app.
Yeah.
It's oh my gosh, that's the Pokemon Digivice.
Whoa, it is.
I love. In part due to an add-on app that's underused and you won't need. You don't need the video game, so I only recommend this. This game if you're a collector that want them all, not once, want them all. Otherwise, stick to GSC. 3 out of 10.
Wow.
It's GS. I've never heard anyone refer to Gold and Silver as GS.
I've never heard of anyone abbreviate Pokemon games.
Never have I. Also, these games don't look anything like Diamond and Pearl.
No, the sprites aren't the same.
The sprites look nothing like Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Also, I think even in this year that we're recording this, 2020, that I think Heart Gold Soul Silver is still at least probably $40.
Oh, I guarantee you it's $40 at least.
Yeah.
Used, unopened.
And that's me rounding it down.
But I don't think that's a criticism of the game
at
all.
Not at all.
That's a criticism of aftermarket pricing.
Also, Pokemon games are always going to be pricey.
Yeah, they are.
It's
especially
Pokemon.
Something like this. This is one of the most liked ones besides the original two. Besides the actual original two.
Yeah, they did a phenomenal job with. I honestly think with this Heart Gold Soul Silver remake that they really got into their stride of doing remakes well.
Man, how amazing would it be if they put all these all of the like original 3 plus Leaf. Oh my gosh, dude. If they put the original 3 on the Switch, if they put the Leaf Green and Fire Red, and if they put Soul Silver and Heart Gold, I would be hard pressed not to just drop like $200 on Pokemon games that day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would even go as far as just give us straight like Poke Diabetes. Give me Pokerus with chalk on black and white.
I never played.
And black and white too.
I want to play the one with Giratina.
Platinum?
That's the one that everyone says is one of the best, right?
It is really good. I like that story a lot.
Is that the one? That's the one that has N in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when everyone says that's the best story.
It does have a really good story. I can't name all the Pokemon from Black and White, but I definitely enjoy that shift in.
I don't think I can name all the Pokemon from Gen 3, and that's my favorite gen.
Yeah.
So.
I definitely enjoy the shift of we're a trainer badges to this is a different kind of story in Black and White.
Yeah.
I definitely enjoyed it. I'm excited that this reminded me that the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is coming out.
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
And that's going to be it for the Metacritic Madness section. Let us know what your favorite Pokemon game is and what you hope to see in the future. Thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it. That's going to be the entire show, all of episode 98. And please be sure to continue to like, comment, share the show, subscribe wherever you're listening to this. And for those of you that are curious, you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We're finally back on Pandora. We're thankful that finally got resolved.
Finally, holy crap.
I'm thankful that it didn't take as long as they were anticipating. So welcome back, all of our Pandora listeners. Sorry about all the technical difficulties we were having on that end. You can reach out to the show on Twitter at WantItMePodcast. If you want to reach out to me on Twitter, it's at Aswaylock. If you want to reach out to Ryan, it's at Ryan Divisions. You can email the show, wantitmepodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can. WantItMeGaming is that tag there. Again, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all for listening. We thank the Heatley brothers for our intro and outro music and Alicia for our artwork. And if you want to check us out on some more of our projects, you can. Ryan writes under the name of Games Cubed. You can check them out on Medium, as well as the Video Games Amino. Those will be linked in the description. And I keep talking about how I do an anime podcast, which I've apparently lost the passion for, called Subtitled. That will be in the description as well. As always, stay safe and play on.
Play on.